that freaking finish.
What happened?
We're not live. We were not live. Wait,
We are live now. Oh my gosh.
For a second.
Hi everyone.
Kind of wasn't me.
Oh boy. Okay. So, welcome to Board Boss Live. We're going to be playing King's Dilemma, and this is the first episode of King's Council. Last week, I'm going to turn my phone off so it doesn't make loud noises at us. Last week, we tried to have a premiere of King's Council, and my computer just gave up like 3 times. So this is our Re-Miere, where we try again. So we're going to be playing King's Dilemma. It's a game made by the Horrible Guild and distributed by Luma Imports. And this game was made in 2020, and it is a legacy game. I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea of what the game is. But before we start, I want to read the disclaimer on the front of the booklet for you. And I want to change angles. There we go. So, King's Dilemma. In this game, we will all be playing noble houses, a council of nobles that are guiding the kingdom of Ankist, or Onkist. What are we going to call it?
Onkist.
I think we're
Onkist.
Yeah.
Everybody voted for Onkist, and I immediately forgot and said whatever I said. So Onkist. Our goal as the noble houses are to keep the kingdom in balance. And you'll be able to tell what the balance is based on the balance track. Now, if the balance ever goes too high or too low, the king will abdicate. And that means that our time as the noble council of Onkist is over. So we, as the players, are going to avoid that as long as possible. Part of the game is that as nobles, we are not solely driven by the kingdom's prosperity. Instead, we all have our own goals. And I think now would be a good time to introduce ourselves and our noble houses. Oh, the disclaimer that I didn't read that I talked about. Let me read it. None of the atrocities described in the King's Dilemma are in any way promoted, encouraged, or even considered acceptable by the publisher, designers, scriptwriters, nor the distributors of the game, or any of us. This game is a legacy game, and it plays out differently every time you play it, and you really only get to do one full long playthrough of the game. We've played a little bit, and it gets dark. And we might be playing houses, and it might behoove us in a moment to be endorsing something that we as players or as a society do not believe to be endorsable. So, that disclaimer out there, we are going to be role-playing noble houses, and sometimes nobles suck. So now, we'll switch camera angles to the kitchen side, and we will let that side begin by introducing themselves. This side?
Yes, that's.
Oh.
You're on the kitchen side.
That's true. I thought you were putting him. I'll go. Yes. Hello. I am Froy Fitzcramm, the Marquis of Torque. My lands are far to the north of Onkist, and we're a bold and valiant, if sometimes reluctant people who do much of the defense of the kingdom from those barbarians of the north. But at the end of the day,
when all said and done, you hit hard. We can take it.
Well, how delightful. My name is Tiberius Mandrake. I am of House Mandrake, the Dukes of Bowen. My father, Tiberius Mandrake I, was the inventor of plumbing.
Oh.
You're all very welcome. I myself, Tiberius Mandrake II, am the inventor of Red 40, the food coloring.
Ooh.
You're very welcome. We, in House Mandrake, believe in progress and that science and innovation are the only way forward, and that we will leave a lasting mark on the people of Onkist, because what we do echoes in eternity.
Can you tell me your first names again?
Froy.
Freud.
Tiberius.
Tiberius. I thought I had Tiberius. Okay.
The second. He's the second.
Good. That's an important thing to remember.
Aye, aye.
Tiberius 2. Got it. All right.
That's I for you plebs.
So, to interrupt our introductions for a second, is the sound better now?
They can't see you.
Well, I was acting towards the camera. There. Is the sound better now? It shouldn't matter. Hi, Crying Sane.
That's Victoria.
Okay, good. Well, would you like to introduce yourself?
On this evening, I'm Bianca Bellicose of House Bellicose of the Marquise of Cran. We were a powerhouse of people until our people joined up with Ancest. We fell into a little bit of disrepair, but since then we've found that we have quite the talent for wine and oil. And so, we're also known... Oh boy. Suddenly I got all shy. We're also... House Cran is also known as the Drunken Skull, and it has a dreadful reputation of bloodlust with the neighboring kingdom. They often complain about us harassing them, but these allegations are entirely false. They should remember, however, that there is tranquility in death.
Right.
For me.
Oh.
Hey there. My name's Chadwick Novatch. Of House Novatch. I am the Marquis of Wyleo. Now, Wyleo's known across the kingdom as the purveyors of fine coin. The mint is in my county. And, well, as my family's known, we never break a deal. So that's me. And I will hold on to that accent the whole time, I promise.
A mighty task, sir.
Mine's all over the place.
So,
I appreciate that you took my bit from the private games.
you're welcome.
I mean, it's hard not to go with that.
So, I'm Chadwick.
I went with Bianca.
Bianca, okay.
I figured it would be easy to remember Bianca Bellicose.
Okay, Bianca.
You went very who's the guy who does Marvel?
Yeah, Stan Lee about it.
Stan Lee. That's
Yeah.
Stan Lee. I went with Stan Rogers. I don't know why.
I don't know who that is.
Steve Rogers is Captain America.
What?
Stan Rogers, the dead Canadian folk singer.
Oh yeah.
We're constantly singing his music.
Yes.
I just know the
The
music,
Mary Ellen
man.
Carter.
I was thinking of Stan Laurel, of Laurel and Hardy fame.
So, we're going to get started with the game now. And we'll go over a little bit of how the game's set up so that you guys have an idea of what's going on. Now, to start, you should all see these in front of our playmats. Oh. Good idea. Okay. Thank you. You just watch it behind my back. So you'll see in front of us, we all have in our house colors a nay, pass, and I card. That's going to be how we show what our vote is. We also all start the game with 8 power, which we're all going to take and hide now because that's secret. And we start with 10 gold. An important aspect of this game is that we get to barter with each other as we play. If any money changes hands during a deal, that deal must be acted out. You cannot go back if you were given money. So, what we're going to do is, as you can see on the board, this area of the board is set up for stickers, which will be long-term lasting effects of the game. This area of the board is our balance track, and there are 5 different things that we have to keep track of as a kingdom. Now, at the beginning of the game, these are flipped, and you'll see in a second what that does, but Ty's just going to toss them. And each one's going to go on. So we have I'm going to go through and tell you what each of these are once Ty gets them all out on the board
I
here.
can do this.
Okay. So starting from the left to the right, we have influence, which looks like the little castle. Wealth, which is the diamond. Morale, which is the banner. Welfare, which is the grain. Knowledge, which is the scroll. And then our stability, which is the balance track on the far side. So that's pretty much how the game is started and set up. There's only one more thing we kind of have to cover a little bit, and that is the tokens on 2 players' pass cards. The first one is the fist, and that tells us that Zaquarie, the Marquis of Torque, my apologies, that means that Frey, the Marquis of Torque, is going to be the leader of this here council as long as he keeps track of that there little token. Now, on the other side, we've got on Arleigh's board, or Bianca of Bellicose. She is the moderator, and she will have the final determining factor of any tie vote. So, if we ever put down the same amount of power on an aye or a nay vote, she's going to be the one that decides which one wins. The game's played in rounds, and we're going to take turns reading out dilemmas. This right now is our dilemma deck, and it starts with one card that just gets read to start our game. I'm holding that in the wrong spot. The trumpets strike 3 rising notes, and 81 doves are released as Harold V is crowned king by the prior mother of the cult. The people erupt in a cheer of joy. Our hopes of enduring prosperity are renewed with a new king. Foreign dignitaries from Cassock, Copius, Kidladia, and Muir crowd the royal castle to elevate the new king and win his favor. The ceremony is followed by a feast lasting for 3 days and nights along all the streets of Libra, our capital city. A week later, sitting on his throne behind the grand chiseled door of the council room, the new king addresses us for the first time. Any authority is flickering, and power can be blessing or a curse for those on whom it is exercised, he says. After a long pause, he adds, ruling is an unsolvable dilemma. And now, that's just the first card. So these cards then get put on the story track over there. Now, that doesn't count as our first dilemma, so we're just going to throw it away.
Oh.
Because it's not a dilemma, it's just a story card. This will be our first story card, and I will pass it to you. And
Should
feel
I read
free.
or should Zaquarie read, since he's got the leader token?
Oh, he does have the leader token. Let's start over there.
So rare indeed I get to lead these things.
Oh, Torque over there feeling a wee bit bitter.
Not at all. Certainly not bitter. Just marking on something that is observable.
Marking.
There's a lot of us are marks here. It's not, only your prerogative.
Oh yes. It's very funny. Anyway.
What is the proper honorific for a marquis?
I
I am His Grace, of course.
Of course, Your Grace. It's my lord. Although, of course, considering you're of a higher station than myself, you may just address me as you wish.
The Marquis it is.
Yes. Well, I have received word that Morano, a rich merchant from a remote desert city called the City of Tents, wants to negotiate a lucrative trade agreement. Among his sample of goods is a slave concubine in chains. He claims the woman comes from a desert temple that allegedly hides the golden map, a fabled item we've been seeking for decades. Many of our people are against slavery. Do we force Morano to free the slave? If,
I will have to consult.
What do you think would be the consequences of such an action?
my sources tell me that, if we vote aye to release her, then, we will be losing wealth for the kingdom, and there will be some negative diplomatic repercussions.
You said I.
Correct.
as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Oh.
However, if we vote nay, then the wealth of the kingdom will increase.
I'm sorry. I was thinking about my own methods and why I work the way I do, and that made me think about a step that we had skipped before we started reading dilemmas, and that is the step of our hidden agenda. Now, every one of us, except for me, because I'm the only one that missed out, is going to get one of these cards. Now, normally, if you were the strategic type, you might look at these cards and determine which one would best behoove your house. But as we've already missed that boat, I've just taken whichever one I got. Now, we all have these hidden agendas which will tell us what we'll score at the end of the game. Now, you're not going to be privy to this. And I don't see any way that you could be privy to this unless we all turn our backs and one by one put our cards in front of our faces so that each of you can know what it is. So I think that's what we should do. So,
Your Markness, I might suggest that we hold it directly under the center camera and everyone turns around because they won't be able to read it over our faces.
you know, that's a good idea. So let's do that. I'll turn around and we'll start with Taurus and work our way around.
Quite right. Here's my card. Might not necessarily mean much to you at the moment, but I promise it's very exciting.
I mean, they're not going to get to hear what it is.
That's very true. Hopefully they can read it from there.
What if we all earplug?
That's very true.
Everybody cover your ears and Zaquarie tell them what it is.
Yes. So my role, audience, is the extremist. I want things on this track to be as far apart as possible. And I get extra points for doing so. Alright.
Are you done?
I am now starting.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Tiberius Mandrake, inventor of Red 40 here. Yes. I would like very much, as an opulent type, you see. Oh, yeah. Can you see this? Where is my accent? Okay. I want everything very high. It's extremely straightforward. I will now get House Bellicose's attention.
Oh. I was trying to look at you from... Okay. So, dear viewers, House Bellicose, in this game, will be trying to play the moderate, where I will try and make sure all of these tokens end up in this space on the board. You'll be able to figure out the rest.
Oh, it's my turn. I'm gonna give you guys that kind of like nice soft thing that people like. I don't remember what it's called at the moment, but here it is. I'm greedy. I want money, which fits my character perfectly. I'm very close, which fits my character perfectly. I was talking to the mic there. I hope you guys could see it. Greedy. I want things spread apart and money.
You done?
All right, I'm done.
Well,
Splendid.
Now,
that was very
Wait.
unpleasant.
now that we've taken care of our own inner demons. What was the problem? What was the dilemma?
Yes, right. Shall I read it again? Or just...
Oh, you can summarize.
A merchant has come from the south in the city of Tents, and has one of his commodities is a slave girl.
Boronos.
Yes, quite right.
I know him well.
The predicament, shall we free her and suffer financial and possible diplomatic consequence, or shall we allow her to be sold and increase the wealth of the kingdom?
I wonder what House Novatch would want.
Is a no selling her?
A no is selling her, yes.
Ah, yeah. That's what we should do.
Selling her. A
Yeah.
slave.
I mean, that's what they're for,
A
right?
former priestess of the cult of the mother.
I feel like y'all don't want to make money for the kingdom. I think
One
that's
could go.
no, it's
Don't let me
fine.
in.
It's fine. I was just gonna say that none of you really seem to be caring about the welfare of our fine kingdom.
Did
That's
you hear?
quite the accusation, good Duke.
Marquis.
Yeah, I'm a marquis.
Marquis Novatch, did you hear the part about the fact that this slave may have information about the golden map? The temple in the desert, where she came from, had the golden map in it. How does that change your answer?
I feel like I am being manipulated by House Mandrake in this instance, and I like it.
Okay.
I am a fan of this proposition of getting the monument of gold brought to Ankist.
Well, I shall perhaps kick off these proceedings.
Maybe we should check with the peasantry and see what they say in regards to selling or freeing a slave.
That sounds very wise. My entire concern in life is to improve the welfare of the peasantry, I believe.
Do the peasants have anything to say?
Ty, you're supposed to look at the camera ominously.
And one of us will have to break the look to see if any
Ty,
of the chat is
Zaquarie's already
responding.
done
Ty,
it.
can you see it? Is anybody talking?
I do, well, it is hard for me because, oh, yes.
Oh, there we go.
Somebody says something.
Free her! Well,
Ah,
Well, people have
well,
spoken.
we've already been, that is the
I mean-
consensus.
that seems to be the agreement.
Well, as
Oop.
as the only Lord of the North available at this council, I am inclined to say that the welfare of those in the South is not my concern. Some diplomatic repercussion is good, or at least not worryable, if it means that we free someone that comes within our kingdom. Therefore, I shall put a vote toward aye. Free her.
Marquis Fitzcramm, how are our affairs on the northern border? I am so far away myself. Have we shown the good people what our country looks like? Marquis?
No, but I'm not sure they'd be able to see it.
Fair
As
enough.
as far as I can see, the affairs in the north are splendid.
Oh, excellent.
Somewhat unrestful as usual, but nothing scurrilous or stirring.
I am glad to hear it.
Just to clarify, you've placed some of your political power into the pool to say that you would like us to vote aye in this instance.
Correct.
But your argument was that it wouldn't affect you if the South attacks us, so you're going to vote aye? That was your argument, correct?
Well, as the Lord of the North, the affairs of the South are not my concern. You deal with it.
That
I don't
is quite
disagree
bad
with your...
taste in
You
my
could
mouth.
abstain, my good lord.
Oh, I could.
No, I mean, the Marquis of Torque could have abstained.
Oh, that's
He has
true.
not. There is some motivation here.
Well,
Hmm.
I'm not
perhaps,
casting dispersions upon you.
perhaps I will reevaluate my position, and I shall instead take this back and ask for power.
For clarity for the viewers at home, when we vote, we always start with the leader. And you have three options while you're voting. One, place power on the I or on the I spot, voting yes. Place power on the nay spot to vote no. Or you can get a coin from the bank and place it on your pass place to gain that coin at the end of the round and split whatever power is at the bottom of the board with everyone else that voted to pass. Sidebar over. Well, as the next person that this vote is went to, I really think that we should be working towards, well, I still think we should sell her. Money now is an investment. I'm just torn, but I feel like the moral obligation of this council is to free the slave regardless of my own propensity for income. And I will therefore put my power where my mouth is and vote aye to release her.
Correct, yes.
This is correct.
House Bellicose congratulates House
Wadio.
Walio
House Novatch.
Novatch.
Oh, House Novatch.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I figured. We congratulate you on your excellent sense of morals, and we hope to continue to see that growing in the future. I believe I will also vote aye, along with my conscience. What say the House Mandrake?
Well, this may surprise you, but I conferred with my constituents back in Olwyn, and
It's, in the south of the realm, yes.
yes, Olwyn is in the south, Kran is in the south, and both Torque and Waileo are in the north. We're neighbors on two different sides of Onkis. This is a very polar table.
Representative might be a better way to say it in a political environment.
Representative?
Yes, we're representatives of the North. You're representatives of the South. We're representative of Onkis.
That's true. What did I say?
Polar.
Ah, well, we are polarized.
Well, that's true.
Geographically speaking.
Geographically polarized.
Right. Geographically. Anyhow, it may surprise you, but I am going to vote nay on this issue.
Well, why didn't
Wait a second.
You know I'm the moderator, right?
I'm going to vote nay on this issue because I do not want the Dukes of Natar to be angry that we are possibly encouraging the spread of heresy by welcoming the map.
Why did you argue? Why did you argue me away from saying nay?
My conscience was in a different place at the time. Normally I'm not so flighty, but it has come to my attention that it would be in my best interest for the wealth of the kingdom to increase. I'm surprised that you don't feel the same
I
way.
was portrayed as a negative moral compass when I said the same thing.
If I may add to your favor, your grace.
Please, Marquis.
It does appear that your desire to not anger or offend those from the south is very prudent. I can afford to be flippant in a way that your grace cannot.
I am just trying to maintain order in the south. You wouldn't understand. Things are very tense down
Your device
here.
has to be unlocked for that.
Thank you, Alexa.
Why are you
Here
listening?
at the top search.
No. Shh.
That was Alexa, our advisor.
Just court scribe.
Chambermaid.
She accomplishes some position.
Many
within
hats.
within the court, yes.
Well, House Mandrake, one could
I
argue.
would like the leader token.
Oh,
Of course,
yes.
I suppose you
So,
would.
one of the important steps of this game is whenever... one of the important steps of this game is whenever somebody has played more power than the player that has the leader token, they then become the leader. And then there is an opportunity for everyone else to vote again. But once we have determined which side we vote on, aye or nay, we cannot change our vote. So even though aspersions have been cast, I will not change my vote and I will have to stay in aye, even though I was convinced to do that by the person that's voting for nay. Sidebar over. Anyway, I believe it's your turn to vote, Marquiator.
I have passed for power.
Oh, right. We skip you
Could
because
he
you...
pass for power again and get another coin?
No.
I duly desire so, but unfortunately, no. I am busy with the affairs of my estate, collecting its revenues. Leave me alone.
Well,
You got it.
I would have voted nay had a naysayer not made me do it anyway.
You should be happy. You will get to keep your power.
Yes, I will get to keep my power, but now I've put it down in a thing I didn't want it to be in the first place. So I pass.
Perhaps my lord would do well to remember rule number 3 of the 4 house rules of this council.
That is what I am doing.
Fair.
Well, House Mandrake, I am... Man, I wish I had a notebook, because I had a really good argument while you were talking, and now that you're not talking anymore, I don't have the argument. Give me a second.
That's all right,
It's not okay.
Marquise Bellicose. Listen, House Kron, we have to have each other's interests. You are the only line of defense between me and the raiders from Zaquarie.
Yes. One could argue... Oh, thank you, my dude. One could argue
Yes.
that maintaining diplomatic relations with a country that would continue to, allow slavery
Alexa.
within their borders would not be a country that we should continue to have relations with. I think it would send a very powerful message to them to release this slave and show increased solidarity with the cult of the mother by freeing one of their previous priestesses.
I am not so sure that the cult of the mother would support the freeing of this particular priestess, given that she may have access to heretical knowledge. Not that I have any particular love for the cult of the mother. However, I will say, you do not want to offend Moronos either. He is a powerful slave trader. He is well respected in Zaquarie, your neighborhood, your neck of the woods, as they say in Torque.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed this about crayons, but we do quite enjoy pissing off those guys.
Well, that's fine for you, but my walls are a little bit less guarded. We are busy innovating.
Might I suggest that the Honorable Marquise vote?
Just thought you wanted my name.
Oh, of Bellicose. I remember you're from Bellicose. Oh.
So now the power token must pass to you, but I still have the chance to up it. I do not think I can afford to do so. You are very impassioned, and I respect that.
Let there be blood.
I would like it to be noted, had House Mandrake made their position known earlier in the proceedings, the single power that has determined this vote would have went to them.
At least I do not have to sign anything, eh, friend?
Whoa. So,
Sign.
and now for a slight rules sidebar. The vote has been cast. We, the ayes, have it, and we have won. Which means the losers, House Mandrake, get to return their power to their pool. The people that passed for power get to keep the coin that's on their pass token, and because there's only one of them, he gets all of the power in the pool.
Thank you, Your Grace.
And now, the dilemma card will get passed to the current leader, which in this case is House Bellicose. Torque, can you pass the dilemma card?
Oh, yes, right.
And the leader will read the consequences of the action that we've taken. Also, to finish our sidebar, there are 4 court rules, because it was asked in chat what they were. Our first rule, and we'll just each take one. I want Zaquarie to take the third one. So the first rule is play your game.
The second rule is everyone gets one.
Yeah. The third rule is, of course, commit to the bit.
The fourth rule is... When's the pizza getting here, by the way?
It was Bao Buns today.
Oh, the fourth rule is... When is the pizza getting here?
Sidebar ended.
Our power goes into the pot. For
Yes,
the
it
next
does. Can you put mine over there with
You
yours?
got it, my dude.
Thank you.
If you can't tell, we're sitting at a very large table.
This table is
honking
huge.
You can't see it.
But I can. Okay. We can't tolerate slavery. We force the merchant to free his concubine and send him away. This compromises our trade agreement, but our people rejoice that we stood up for the poor woman. Many are also excited at the prospect that she may reveal the location of the mythical golden map. Legend says it leads to an endless fountain of liquid gold.
But
You say heresy, I say Catholics to the Protestants.
We're definitely going to write on them and then put them down.
So it says number 40. Oh, wait, no. Sticker number 0
Sticker 0. Yep.
and envelope 40.
And what happens to the wealth of the
The
kingdom?
wealth goes down by 2. Which way? That way.
Rules sidebar.
2.
So, because the wealth was white.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay, so the colors of the markers tell you what their momentum is. A dark color will go down an extra 1. So, in this case, this was white, so it had no momentum, it just moved down 2. At the same time, our balance moved down 2. And this flips because now the momentum is downward trending. The next time this goes down, because it's dark, it will add 1 to how far down it goes. So if it goes down 1 next time, it'll actually move down 2. If it goes down again, it will get one of these
Pants.
trousers that aim down, and that means it's going to go down 2 instead of just the 1 for being dark.
And,
You'll
but-
see.
Oh, and then it was plus 1 to the flag.
Plus
To
1
the
morale.
Plus
Oh.
1 morale.
Splendid.
Because the people were pleased with us.
Well,
because
morale
we
gets a
made
hat.
the right
Yes.
choice.
And
So
then
if
our
it-
balance will
and,
be...
And now that it is moved up, it gets a hat.
And it will move up 2 because it was white already, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
So it does go up 2.
Oh,
Perfect.
Splendid.
very nice.
We have done absolutely nothing to change the balance of the kingdom, but
As it
everyone
should.
is happier.
As it should be.
And
As
this
it should be.
card will go over into the time tracker. Blue side out so that we know which way it went.
Yes, right.
And as you can see on the time tracker, after 5 full events have happened, the 5th one may kill the king, ending our session. We'll get there when we get there. For now, we've placed a lasting sticker, which is this one that's in front of me. If I can get it off of there. So these stickers go on the board on the resource that they affect to the farthest left. And as you can see, they're signed by the person who made the decision.
Yeah, I enjoyed that open agenda.
Yes.
No kidding.
Yeah. It's much easier to get them out of the booklet when I've already taken them off for you, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
We've also unlocked envelope 40 that the leader will get to open and add to our dilemma deck.
Oh boy, this is exciting.
In this case, there is a card on the top that needs signed
Do I sign it?
because you are the leader.
Do I sign? Never mind.
And then the cards in the dilemma deck get shuffled up with the ones that just came out of the envelope, changing our pool of dilemma cards. Then, this card goes in its tracking spot for the remainder of the time we play King's Dilemma. Sidebar over. I
What
had-
other business do we have to attend to? I am quite busy inventing food colorings.
Well,
I do believe that yellow will be in vogue soon, if my sources from the south say anything.
How could it possibly be in vogue? Red is the tastiest color. He's
Yeah,
already done it.
But yellow.
Like piddle?
Like your hat.
wow. Shots fired, as they say.
That is, I believe, my lady, what we call a bit of a misstep, hmm?
Indeed. I am hip deep now.
I've just received word that the caravan of scholars seeking to retrieve the golden map that we found out about from the slave that we freed just recently is constantly threatened by desert raiders and is struggling to move forward. If we don't send them military aid, they'll be forced to deviate to the city of tents to stock up on supplies and hire mercenaries. Do we send reinforcements to the caravan? Now, I'd like the council to recognize if we vote yes, we do send supplies, our morale and our influence will both improve. If, however, we vote nay, our welfare and our morale will both decrease.
Well, Obviously, as somebody who lives in the vicinity of these desert raiders, so horrific, I am sure both House Bellicose and myself would want to reinforce and protect the caravan. I want to find this golden place as much as anybody else, of course.
It seems to me like this might negatively affect us in ways that have not been expressed. Mainly in our pocketbooks. And I'll have you know, our pocketbooks, as you are all very well aware, are already suffering.
This is true, but you surely do not feel the sting of the low pocketbook as much as anyone else at this table.
No, I do not. I understand what it is like to live life large and in charge and with the coin to facilitate my style of livelihood. I would like that to be available for every resident of Ankist.
It is probably easy to say for someone who runs the mint. I, for one, am in favor of giving aid to these folks. While we must fight reluctantly, it pays to do so with great decisiveness.
Agreed wholeheartedly. What is your actual take? You believe that we cannot afford to reinforce the caravans, your lordship?
Well, that depends. What was your take?
We have to spend money to make money. We are trying to find the Golden Tower. Golden!
Yet I seem to be experiencing a memory of recent events where I was manipulated into changing my own decision and you went back on it. So I think you are going to vote nay. So I will vote aye. However, I'm not in charge. I am not the leader. I, in fact, will vote last in this event.
What say House Bellicose?
I think House Wylio.
Oh, the rabble has
the
spoken.
rabble?
Oh.
I hear them outside the door.
They are clamoring.
They say to send aid. They want to send aid. I'll vote aye.
They are wise. You are wise. You are wise.
Indeed.
I think they heard you, House Wylio, when you were describing that beautiful utopia of each of our citizens being able to live luxuriously.
Yes.
And you know what will best facilitate this? Finding the city of gold!
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's my vote.
All right.
Well, it sounds like everybody is in such agreement
Ah, shit.
that I can afford to retire to Olwyn and work on my new yellow food coloring. So I am going to pass for power.
Well,
Tiberius,
Yes,
I want you to know
it's your grace, but yes.
I don't care.
you're
I've come to realize you and I just might not see eye to eye.
You know what it is? There's a bunch of camera equipment in front of our eyes.
How dare you break the fourth wall to talk about my diligent setup in this way?
We do see eye to eye. It's just that I have matters to attend to and I like money. Like you do.
Yes.
as your grace, do I. Since it seems very clear that this measure will go through regardless
Exactly.
of what happens.
Why work harder than you have to? I never thought that I would agree with the Marquis of Torque on every point.
So far, we are indeed batting 100%.
It is very refreshing.
Very bizarre. Northern-south homogeneity. Harmony, that's the word.
I don't think
Harmony.
that's
I like hegemony.
So-
North-south hegemony and homogeneity.
Homogeneity, yes. To homogeneity between north and south.
I'm gonna homage your G's. Let's go.
All right. I want everyone to know that I'm doing this out of spite. I am passing for power to reduce the amount of power that the people that are going against me get.
What if I give you a coin to not do that?
I just told you that my motivations are spiteful, not monetary in value. If
Would you consider 2 coins?
From each of you, maybe?
Ah, well, then never mind.
I will not be paying. I don't care what you do, because the vote is going my way.
This is very true.
Fine. The vote goes that way. It's I, which is what I wanted to.
Exactly.
We are all in agreement. It's beautiful.
So we all get our coins, and we get to split the 4 into 3 ways, which means we only get 1 each.
Correct. And think of it this way, my lord. It's not that you're being spiteful. It's that you were too busy with your own affairs. You have a mince to run.
I don't care if I was spiteful or not. Actually, I don't care if I'm not spiteful. I want to be spiteful. I did it for spite.
My apologies. I am trying merely to soothe and assuage the situation betwixt the two of you. It appears I was mistaken.
In other words, if you have any foodstuffs you need turn yellow, I can do that now, and it is not poisonous.
Nor is it Uranus.
It is not poisonous. It contains no urea.
I have a
That sounded
tip
very
for
specific.
you, Your Grace.
Yes.
You know what I hear from my people?
I should look this way to make it look like I'm listening to you. Yes.
The number 1 of the 3 great appetite stimulant colors, other than green and yellow,
Yes.
is green.
Ah, green.
Yes.
We're going to have a rainbow by the time we're done. And it'll turn everybody's vigils brown.
It is my turn to read the dilemma, or no? Yes.
I passed it, and I'm the leader.
The leader has to read the ramifications of the decision that we as a council have decided.
Well, one of us has decided.
At least I make decisions around here.
Very true.
We send troops to support the caravan, thanks to the help of the army and the guidance of the Sarah. Of Sarah, that's her name.
It's the slave's name.
Yes.
The Sarah, yes.
The Sarah. She is
Guidance
the only.
of Sarah, the scholars finally reached the remote temple of the Mother in the middle of the Ivory Desert. Soon we'll uncover if the golden map is really there. Unfortunately, fatigued by travel, Sarah dies before she can ever see her home again.
Sarah!
How sad.
Natar will be very upset.
Mother be fouled. That's most unfortunate.
Please, my ears!
Wow.
It's an expletive in the north. I do apologize, Your Grace, for the foul language.
You said mother be fouled?
Correct.
Please
What'd
don't
she do?
repeat
Eat
it.
some of the red food dye?
No, it was bad shellfish.
Are we becoming rivals?
That is why. That's why clams are not allowed to be eaten in the cult of the Mother in Ankist, you see. You would know this, of course, being a lord of the realm, but...
Tiberius?
Influence increases by 2.
Oh, splendid!
And morale increases by 1. And I
love
get
that.
That's not
envelope
morale.
43.
So that's 3.
Shoot.
Splendid. What's happened?
I get 43.
Envelope 43. It's very unusual not being the person to hold the envelopes.
Thank you, monsieur. Thank you.
Tiberius, I'd like to go back to what you just said.
Your
When
Grace was how you addressed me. Thank you.
you asked, are we becoming rivals?
Nemesis, however you wish to phrase it.
Nemesis. I'd like you to know that becoming implies a journey towards, and I feel like we've already reached our destination.
I think you should do it.
Could you pass me
I should do it.
Arleigh, we're getting out of here.
It's not like it's good.
Now I want you all to know this rivalry with the Duke of Owen, complete fabrication. In my mind, if I can get Owen to go against me when he least expects it, I'll get what I want. It's all a ploy, a manipulation, as you would. Really, it's torque that you gotta watch out for. That northern slime, and I'm there too, but that pig flying jerk, He's in it for his own self. He's gonna take everything the kingdom gives him and he's gonna give him dirt. He's the foulness in the mother's undergarments. Oh! It's a pleasure to see you again.
Please, your lordship.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Yes.
Are you all right, my lord? I sense some sticky wickedness.
Well, I'm doing peachy. I've just been waiting with bated breath to hear what's happened since our last decision was made.
Splendid. It is. I do believe it's her ladyship's.
Yes.
Go.
So she received a card. It didn't say anything. Is it on the same symbol?
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
Read
You
that,
got to
do
read
I?
it.
we didn't read the other
Did
one.
you not read this one? Is this why we didn't know who Sarah was?
Yes, that must have been it. I was
No,
like,
it
I don't
was-
know what this is.
It was declared in the introductory
No, I don't
dilemma.
think we got
But
her
we
name.
did not read that.
Well,
didn't
we
read
are
that.
2 decisions behind. There was a messenger mix-up. One of the crows took out one of the pigeons, and we just didn't know.
Somebody
Feathers
hang
everywhere.
Alexa.
That's a bit harsh,
So
my
we'll
lord.
let you read.
I propose a stiff beating instead.
So presumably, this is the missive that we should have received after freeing Sarah. Sarah, the woman we freed from slavery, comes from a remote temple of the Mother in the south of Marudi, which we call the Ivory Desert. She says the golden map is guarded by this temple. Sarah was kidnapped and enslaved by her former master while visiting the city of tents. Tragic backstory. Her story becomes quite popular in the kingdom and spurs a burst of interest in the unexplored southern continent that she calls Conferta. Sarah claims that it is the land where the ancient Scythian League once prospered and fell. Our scholars immediately started preparing a caravan to retrieve the golden map and take Sarah back home. But traversing the Ivory Desert, famous for tempests and burning white sand, will not be easy, as Sarah found out herself.
Yeah, because she died.
And then what happened?
And then, what did we just vote to do?
That one.
I know. This
Oh,
one,
We
but
voted
we
to
voted
agree
to
We
and-
voted to assist in
Yes.
the expedition.
You're gonna help him.
Okay. After wandering for days, our expedition sights a rocky plateau protruding from the desert, the ruins of a temple atop it. Our scholars think it dates to the time of Omad, the first king, but it was pillaged recently.
Blessed be his name.
Inside, they find the dried corpses of dozens of sand priestesses, an opulent version of the cult of the Mother that,
Wait.
though we worship the same goddess, had lavish ways in stark contrast with the sober purity of our cult. The ruin surrounds a huge oasis, and based on rough interpretations of ancient inscriptions in the altar hall, it was called Chalice Peak. Most of the temple's riches were stolen by raiders, but the inscriptions suggest a bigger treasure may be hidden in a secret chamber. Oh, House Snowfact, we shall be finding gold aplenty.
We should explore this Chalice Peak to the utmost extent of our
Yes.
wallets.
Yes, we should.
Yeah. Whatever the cost of the expedition, I concur with these sentiments.
So the cult of the Mother used to be more opulent. Maybe House Novatch are the spiritual successors to the original cult of the Mother.
Wouldn't that be a treat? You know, it's nice to hear something out of your face.
You're welcome. It's been so long. I
You-
journeyed back home. How was the recess for you?
Oh, you know, I talked to some of my favorite constituents,
Wonderful.
and I let them know my plans for the future,
Oh,
and they, I think they support me wholeheartedly. Well, nobody's voted me out.
yes. Well,
Is it-
we don't vote where I'm from.
Yeah, we don't vote either. That's why it was funny.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't suppose you could.
Some
Well,
folks vote.
Do they?
Other countries.
Must be another country.
Not in the kingdom
In-
of balance.
Yes. In
Foreign
Muir,
savages.
they vote.
In where? Nur?
In Muir.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
those
they-
pesky northerners.
Yeah, Murians.
They think they're culturally superior to us anyway.
Yes,
Well,
Snobs.
at least in the mark of talk, it is the strong that prevail. Although one who is discreet with his strength is most successful.
Ah, yes. My father always said, "Seem less than you are in battle." Wait.
I'm
is it-
still the leader, but
No, but I do
But if
not
you
believe
don't
you
need
have
it.
presented.
Oh, no,
us with
you
a
need to
dilemma.
present.
True.
a new dilemma.
a new dilemma.
0.
and I draw from the bottom.
One.
You draw from the bottom. Yes. We are on our third dilemma.
Holy smokes.
Chalice Peak. News from Chalice Peak.
News from Chalice Peak.
Yes.
Oh, joy of joys,
So
oh, wonders
this
of wonders. Some mosaics discovered at Chalice Peak could help our scholars better understand the cult of the Sand Priestesses. The librarian chancellor suggests that we bring them to Libra, despite the costs involved, so that they can be studied without requiring long and unsafe travel. Chalice Peak is still a temple of the Mother, though, and the holy attendant thinks that it should not be further profaned, beyond, like, all of the raiding it's undergone, right? Do we recover the mosaics? A vote aye would certainly have good consequences for lasting through the generations. However, it would make a rather sizable dent in our wallet. And voting nay would decrease our knowledge.
This is for them drawings on walls?
Mosaics.
Oh, so they're bits of pottery on a wall. It's going to cut.
It's pretty pottery
It's pretty. You
that
say.
has knowledge. Which may
Knowledgeable,
further... Pretty knowledge.
pretty knowledgeable.
It will perhaps give us more to... It might help us learn and make more money that way, and it may also spiritually enrich our people.
I feel like you all think that I'm just driven by monetary gains.
Well, you do run the mint.
You do.
I mean,
But
you're
I'm
not
also
wrong.
peering to your aesthetic sense.
It's pretty.
It's pretty.
And
pretty
I like,
pretty.
I mean, knowledge isn't bad. It just costs us money.
Knowledge is not bad, and the zealots in Natar will tell you otherwise. I say that we fully explore Chalice Peak and exploit it for every drop of knowledge and influence it possesses.
Well said, House Mandrake.
Now,
Thank you.
I'm not here just to naysay Mandrake.
Aren't you?
I'm not. In fact, would House Mandrake be willing to grease the wheels, as they say? I would even support them in their endeavor.
With all due respect, Your Grace, I don't believe that will be necessary.
I have enough grease only for my equipment. Equipment refers to pulleys, gears. Are these things that mean anything to you? Or is it just presses for gold coins that you understand? My family designed those, by the way.
Yep.
That's good. Again, I feel like shots have been fired in my
Very
direction.
true, Your
There is
Grace.
so
He
much
only
salt
has
on this
mastery of one of the 7 simple machines.
Do you even know what a wedge is?
No, but I could lever your ass out of that chair here in a minute.
That was very good. You are very clever.
Once
I
again,
will not fight you. You are much larger than I am.
Once again, he exercises his mastery of the one simple machine.
Leverage is all I need.
Well, not everything is finance. What says the Marquise of Cron?
I think you all make wonderful arguments.
Well, that's mighty kind.
Quite striking, certainly. I think knowledge is good for the kingdom. However, there is no immediate benefit. If we pay for this, then as House Novatch said, we might just get a pretty portrait out of it. I'm afraid I cannot, in good conscience, weigh one way or the other. I am passing for power.
Of course.
I agree with my constituents.
What does the constituents say?
The constituents question the use of grease for equipment. That started with P.
What?
You said pulley.
Yes.
That's not the word I thought.
As someone who has spent much time in machine-related fields, grease for shivs and pulleys is incredibly important.
You grease your shivs?
Correct.
Isn't a shiv like a prisoner's spoon that's been sharpened into
No,
a...
I thought it was the thing we use
my
in
lord,
wars.
No, my lord.
That's a shiv.
I'm close.
A shiv is the technical name for a wheel encased within a pulley.
Oh,
Wow.
war machines use lots of shivs.
Correct.
So, House Torque,
They know about the shivs.
House Fitzcramm.
I have seen a shiv or two in my time, Your Grace.
What are the shiv versus sheave? Oh, you know how to spell it.
Do our constituents want to weigh in on whether or not we should plumb the depths of Chalice Peak?
Good question. What do they say? What do they holler into the council room?
Alexa, open the windows.
Gotta stop summoning Alexa.
No, it's fine. Nobody has it.
I would like to point out that the Marquis of Torque muted his phone like a good performer.
Mine is off.
Mine
I
is
had a
also
mute phone.
muted. Do it is what they've said is yes. Do
Well,
it.
in that case, I can afford to put 2. I can pull multiple strings in this direction.
Indeed, you had some grease after all.
Some.
As
A different kind of grease than was being requisitioned by House Novatch.
as I have said before, Your Grace, it is best to act prudently and decisively when one chooses to act. Therefore, the Mark of Torque supports this measure. 3. Thank you.
That was a great throw.
My. I believe
My, Nemesis.
poetry in motion. That's what it is when you open your mouth.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
When you open your mouth, I hear a machine that just needs a little attention.
Some grease.
Some grease, possibly.
It would be wonderful to get just.
Squeaking for a little
I'll just
grease.
hold my mouth open and you squirt your grease right in. I'm gonna pass the power.
Manufacturing your
Oh,
own
wait a
grease,
minute.
I see.
I'm supposed to take from the bank.
Yeah, did you just.
Yeah, I did. I was gonna.
There's no benefit if you don't.
Well,
Unless you just want power. One of it.
Well, that's
One.
the end of the voting. Well, it actually goes all the way around, but they're
I do
already
not need
winning.
to be the leader.
splendid.
Actually, I do need to be the leader. What am I saying?
Ah,
Oh, someone wants to read the card.
quick rules clarification.
Yes.
If we both tie, the moderator gets to pick who the leader is.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Oh, yeah. Do the hand thing. It's good.
yes.
It'll get you in for LARP.
I shall increase and then toss a coin to her ladyship if she agrees to rule in my favor.
Art thou feeling greasy, your ladyship?
Now,
Always.
if you don't want it, I'll touch it and give it back to him so that you have not taken a coin for something you didn't intend to do. Though, I will note, the Mark of Torque has set it up so that you would have to take it to return it and thereby agree.
I noticed that too.
Is absolutely
Novatch.
despicable. I would accept a return of the coin. It does not mean she has accepted the deal.
Of course you would now that we
House
brought
Mandrake.
it up.
You
Do you have a counter
are a
offer?
foul, treacherous thing.
One southerner to another. I can make things very simple for you. If you allow me to put my house's seal on this lasting legacy, the next time you ask me to vote a certain way, I cannot promise how much of my efforts I will put in that direction, but I will vote the direction you choose.
I hear his promise, and promise to extend at least 2 power toward a vote of your choosing.
How much power can you even have left?
I have many. I am prudent with my investments.
Understood.
And the coin is still part of the deal.
And would that influence that is promised in a future argument extend to future generations? Would your descendants honor such a promise to House Bellicose?
I am sure that a talk with my son could be arranged.
You already have a son? I'm too busy inventing food colorings. My new green 25 will be out very shortly. Right now it kills you.
Maybe it's because you won't stop talking about food colorings that you can't get anybody to make you a son.
See, and I was thinking the food coloring would just make him be drowning.
No, you see.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty food, pretty
Pretty
women.
food, pretty
that
women.
lines out.
Petite fours.
All right, it
Little
wasn't a very
Mac
good
balls.
insult. I'm just mad. I'm sorry. I just,
No, I'm right there
you know,
with you.
I get all like excited and things just come out, and I didn't mean
Just
it.
throw
I'm
spaghetti
sorry.
at the wall.
It's very unfortunate, you see, audience. The side effect of all of the food colorings means that he can only have daughters, which is not good in a patriarchal society.
But if you have any eligible sons, Wylean sons, we could maybe forge a very strong bond with one of my daughters.
Oh.
We should talk sometime.
I have.
Mend the...
We'll talk. We'll talk later.
So,
I have accepted the coin. And House
Deal.
House Fitzcramm's promises.
will
Splendid.
you each get one of these?
Is that a legacy? Is that a lineal?
I am sure there will be an arrangement with my son in the future.
All right. We'll have to write down any lineal agreements.
Well, I know what we were doing next round.
One person is voting. Everyone else is going to pass to consolidate all the power that's on the table.
Would you... Where's the...
The card's right here.
Oh,
And since
Yes,
Your
since
lordship.
I'm the leader, please.
yes.
We voted aye. The Librarian Chancellor's proposal is approved. Despite the high costs of the endeavour and the lamentations of the holy attendant, some think we are desecrating a holy space, but relocating the mosaics to Libra will help preserve them, as well as make it easier for scholars to study them. Morale has decreased by 1, and our wealth has decreased by 3. 4, technically, because it now has a hat. Trousers. Spent. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We have achieved perfect equilibrium once again.
Oh,
Is that
excellent.
stream
We are back. One moment. The stream, that camera on that side. Sorry, not in that way. That camera on that side has stopped streaming for some reason. That's to record us.
it's got 5 little lights on the back.
Yes, it does.
Yours only has...
Yeah, that's the charge.
The worst part about this arrangement is I'm basically looking directly at the camera to look at you, Zaquarie, and every once in a while I want to go. We can't do that though. The
I
internet
can.
will have that.
The camera doesn't see me.
That's true. Right now we can do whatever we want.
You guys could be doing bunny ears.
We're gonna get it.
Could you guys ever do that?
Oh, what was the
Oh boy, I can't
what
do
was
it.
the tune that you came up with earlier? The blood boss tune?
You have a board boss tune?
You guys, what are we doing?
Baby board boss.
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
You're gonna get us copyrighted.
I didn't even
Nope.
say it in tune.
It's bored.
I have to take the crown off.
You haven't won this yet.
No,
There we go.
I'm probably not gonna. I'm gonna win my.
Commences hacking. Okay.
Right. 8.
Do the peasantry approve of musical renditions?
I don't know if the peasantry heard.
Oh, they must have.
Saved it. Okay, so before we get back into character and you have to listen to that some more, I've changed the camera out.
My apologies.
Is it red now?
Your lordship. No, it's blinking green.
Then it's
Now
solid
it's
green
solid
now.
green.
But not red?
No, I'll tell you when it turns red.
But it is recording. Well, looks like I can see you.
It's streaming, but he wants it to be recording to his hard drive so he can cut it later into a YouTube video.
That's what I get for switching out cameras in the middle of it.
Was that the SD card? Oh yeah, Corey can't record without the SD card. Oh, it's recording now.
Got it!
Yeah, I think, may I turn it?
Yeah, I probably got it wrong.
Oh, wrong way.
There we go.
Pretty good.
Bowen boss!
Little victory song.
We're condemned
In slavery and it's costing
us money.
Oh my god, your hat went flying. Your yellow 25 hat.
Yellow 25.
Look at that headbanging energy from House Bellicose.
Woo!
All right.
Commit.
We saved it. I did think we stopped the stream for a second, so we've recorded for an hour and now we're back. Oh yeah, we got a little dancing dino.
How much did that cost? Okay, may I please present a piece of business Alexa has just informed me about?
Yes. Hey, chat, did you catch the ramifications? It doesn't matter.
Oh,
What do we need?
sticker 95.
Oh, somebody's mouth is full of buns. 95. I will have you guys all know, the dirty joke I almost made was yelled at me in the chat.
Good.
There were multiple no's that were...
We do not want any grease sprays. This is not 5th edition.
I don't know what that is, you guys.
Color spray, grease spot, grease spray.
Okay. So, go ahead, Your Grace.
Well, this seems pretty cut and dry, but also very disturbing if you're in charge of this country like we are not. The king is in charge. Whew. But we are important people. Listen, the Royal Marshal sent Alexa with a missive to me, saying that 3 windmills from here in Libra to the Golden Coast were burned last night. Just last night, they were set on fire. The affected millers are asking for help in rebuilding the windmills. Do we fund the reconstruction? If we do, which we should, if we do, the welfare will increase. And as you know, I am obsessed with the welfare of the people.
So if we're doing vote aye, welfare increases.
But of course, it will cost us.
Got it.
If we decide not to fund the reconstruction of the windmills, there will be a negative lasting impact on our kingdom, and welfare will go down.
Oh. Well, that seems like a cut and dry situation, doesn't it?
It sure does.
No.
Welfare will go up. Our money, we have been losing money like a sieve.
I agree with you. That the financial situation of the kingdom is quite disturbing to my house.
Right.
Well, the Mark of Talk agrees that while the financial situation is positively dismal, empty bellies do not make good soldiers.
Well, you make a fine point. And my constituents, and as we can all hear, do it, do it, do it. They believe that we should assist the kingdom in this way as well. I personally am against it, but I understand the need of our constabulary and fighting force and the people of Ancus, that they need that kind of help. So
Yep.
I will also support this endeavor.
With
Splendid.
your personal coffers.
Hell no!
Oh, my apologies.
This is the kingdom's finances. Mine are all in the green, not in the dark down there like this one is.
Well, speak for yourself, my lord. My Torque's finances are secure.
What happens if the tracker touches the bottom?
Nothing.
So if
Nothing happens?
That's a good point. This is a good thing for the world. So if a tracker like our finance one is our wealth hits the bottom of the track, it continues to move the balance marker down, but it can't go down any further than that.
Oh,
So it'll hit the bottom and just keep digging a hole.
Dinking against that
But
wall.
our balance will just shoot down. Because
We
each
are
time
in
it goes down now,
perfect
it's multiple.
equilibrium right now.
Indeed.
It could be perfecter.
What say you, your ladyship?
I can't in good conscience vote against helping the people, but I don't like voting to help them because it's gonna hurt our banks.
Well,
And I'm just acknowledging that.
thank you
because
for
it's a
being so
reality.
forthright.
Hey, well,
As the leader. Oh wait, have you said your bit?
I'm the leader.
The leader.
I know, but then I was gonna say, so as the leader, would you like to start us off?
Oh, yes, of course. Well, it seems that everyone is in agreement about this measure. We must help the people, which is
If
why
you don't vote,
the mark of
if
Torque-
you don't vote, hold on. If you don't vote, and I don't vote, and she don't vote, and he don't vote, we each get 2 power.
Ooh.
And the moderator gets to decide what happens.
And she agrees, which is why I shall pass for power.
So
Wait a
I
minute.
think
You're supposed to use the coin from the bank.
Oh, right, yes.
I made that
It's-
mistake earlier.
it's in our best interest for everyone to pass for power and get 2 more.
I think you are a very foul man,
I think you're
Novatch.
super wise.
I'll be back soon. I have to go tend to something in
Two for you.
Bowen.
2 for you.
Good
2
luck.
For you.
Well, splendid. May I have my power, Your Grace?
A question about foodstuffs comes up, and the council is going to take a
Adjourned.
recess.
We're like,
Your Grace,
I don't
can
get
you
it.
hand me mine? Thank you.
Oh, yes. My apologies.
And since I'm the moderator, I gotta sign the sticker.
Yes.
You're voting no?
We're voting. Oh, never mind then.
Yes.
Yeah, we're voting aye.
I was like, wait a minute.
That would have been such an about
House
face.
Bellicose,
Woo!
as the moderator, you get to determine what happens in this vote, and you get to determine who is the leader. Now, I wouldn't put it past you to say that our vote is nay, and then hold everyone else to give you money to not have to sign a negative lasting
This is an
impact.
absurd thing
God,
to say
that
to
would be
someone.
so brilliant.
Yes, we already agreed that it should be yes.
Did any money pass hands?
I say it is fair to completely preserve the status quo.
I invented a cyan food coloring and money passed into my pockets very quickly. People are raving for it. They're calling it blue raspberries.
So you would like to sign the thing?
No, of course not. Look,
I would like him to.
You would?
I would.
this is absurd. My people have always fought for the welfare of society. If we end up having a negative reputation surrounding welfare, this would be extremely detrimental to my people's reputation.
Well, don't
Your-
tell me
your-
that.
And
Makes me want to do
inaccurate.
it 2 more.
Your ladyship, our
What about Southern solidarity?
how much money is it to just have you vote yes, declare me the leader, make all of this go away?
More than he's gonna offer. Oh shit, boy! You got it.
Thank you.
Why did I even do this? It doesn't help me.
Why? Why? Why?
It was too clever. It's too good. I can't do it. I didn't come up with it.
My master plan, so that I could include you Bellicose.
It was
Thank you very
brilliant.
much. You are a staunch ally.
You are very welcome, Your Grace. Unlike my comrades in the Treasury, the Mark of Torque does not particularly care about money. Our feelings are not, shall we say, entirely mercenary. Oh, we have voted aye. Wealth shall... Oh, I shall read what has happened instead of declaring the results first. With the monetary help of the Crown, a small squad of carpenters is hired to rebuild the burned-out windmills of the most advanced techniques available. Sounds splendid.
You're welcome.
Thank you, then. After the work, we are informed that they noticed the smell of an unknown alchemical substance at all 3 locations.
Don't worry about that.
Arseny.
That is just red 40.
Interesting. Moving on. The wealth of the kingdom shall decrease by 3.
Is that mod?
Including.
Okay, so it reduces by 1.
Then it reduces by 4.
Okay, so it's being reduced by 2, and then 2 more because it's already negative.
Correct.
So that's 4 down.
But the welfare of the kingdom shall increase by 3.
Well, that's pretty good. I can reach it. 1, 2, 3, and it flips.
1, 2. This is such a load off.
Well,
And a load into my pockets.
Anything else, or is it just moving on?
just moving on. And for once, as the leader, we get to read the next dilemma.
We? You.
The royal.
Oh, the royal we.
The
excuse
mark.
me.
Oh, that's
Oh.
Splendid. Yeah. A huge collection of golden items. This is from the expedition to the south.
Huge, you say?
Yes.
Enormous,
A huge
perhaps?
collection of golden items has been found inside a secret chamber hidden within the ruins of Chalice Peak.
Chalice Peak.
Chalice.
Ancient scrolls, golden statues of the Mother, jewels, and the golden map.
We found the golden map.
Perhaps some fear taking these relics away could unleash a curse upon us, but leaving them could lure many desperate fortune seekers into the desert. Do we order that only the golden map be taken away, leaving the treasure behind? If we say that yes, only the golden map should be taken away.
So this is only the map or all of it?
Those are the 2 choices.
It's that. That's the
Yeah.
I is just gold map.
I is only the golden map is taken away.
Right.
If we say yes to that, then morale of the kingdom will increase, but there will be negative repercussions diplomatically. Or, if we vote no, there will be negative diplomatic repercussions, but the wealth of the kingdom will increase.
Well, this should be the most no-brainer that we have had.
I agree. What are you doing?
Is this it?
What kind of tomfoolery is going on the other side of the
Am
castle?
I
dropped
mistaken,
my
or
quill.
did I hear coins over there
I dropped
being
my
exchanged
quill.
hands?
That was
I
the
would
sound
like
of
you-
my quill dropping.
That was, as the minter, was
His
that the
lordship
sound of a
pointed
quill?
out to me that I had dropped my quill.
This is very true. Quills clink, they have metal tips.
Bull snot.
We all know who's lying here, but I do want to bring it to everyone's attention that someone is also in on this game. As you have
accepted money
taken
at one
bribes from the same man that is bribing
Those are
House.
the gears in my
I think
pocket.
this just shows that this
The
man's
shivs.
a briber.
The
Unlike
shivs in my
others who
pocket.
have more money at their
The
disposal.
Mark of Torque is
presumably.
not a briber, but he recognizes the value of money sent to good places, such as in the pockets of your ladyship and his grace. You, being in such abundance, could not possibly recognize the value of the limited coin that the Mark has to bear.
Oh, this is mine.
I don't know why I became the villain,
It's because of the voice you.
but everyone's just against me.
I think I'm with you on this one in voting nay.
Nay,
We
take
should
it all.
take it all. We should take it all.
All right,
We
now,
deserve it.
We've worked hard for it. We invested in it.
That's
I
right.
am going to propose an idea. Do we really care about a temple's worth of treasure?
Yes.
Yes!
When
Yes.
the golden scroll...
Map.
Map, whatever. When the golden map that is, I'm sure, in a scroll... Oh, by the way.
Ah.
Take it all! Take it all!
No.
Take it all! Take it all!
Oh, thank you. Anyway, it is... What does a temple's worth of treasure matter when we have the golden map? That is unlimited amounts of treasure.
Hypothetically.
It is.
We haven't even cashed in on it. Let's get some return on our investment.
We should simply get the map back. It will draw scoundrels and thieves and lechers from our kingdom down into the desert.
We get the map regardless. Our decision here is not whether we take the map, it's whether we take all the other treasure as well.
Alexa,
Leaving
could I
it.
change?
What do you need change for?
I need a 5.
There ain't...
I merely
It's
propose
important.
that it doesn't matter.
You can propose that all you want. I don't know if
A
anyone at this table will
A
agree
temple's
with you.
worth of treasure does not matter when compared
Thank you, Alexa.
to the bountiful riches of a golden map.
Again, we get the map regardless.
Yes?
Why not make a little extra coin?
Typical of you, you skullduggerous twit.
Am I the only one that every time that he gets pushed back against that he starts calling people names? I think that's uncouth.
There is some name calling, but I don't know if that's
Creative
not a
name
northern
calling
thing.
is a
It's
mark
just fun.
of limited respect in talk, sir.
Well,
Sometimes, when you are trying to cast aspersions upon me, you say very disturbing things about my mouth.
I'm a little fixated. I'm sorry.
Have you heard of soul gravitas? Thadwick? Is your name Chadbury?
It's Chadwick.
Some influence there.
In any case, ladies,
Chadwick.
lords, gentlemen, I propose a different argument.
Thank God.
Look at this string of aye votes. We have clearly been on a very successful run, voting aye for the preservation of peace and prosperity in the kingdom. I say that continues. Therefore, aye.
All right. Now, I don't. What?
Vote aye.
I don't wanna.
I mean, excuse me, vote nay.
I want to take all of it. Not the temple. We're just going to knock down the temple.
We're just
I
gonna
would
take
like
all
to
of
point
the
out
valuable bits.
that voting I don't agree with your argument in any way. Nay, one power.
It is the opinion of House Bellicose that we're gonna take it all. And I'll even be
Take
the
it all.
leader.
My advisors reached out to me, and they
With
have...
their little coins and their little clinks.
Now,
That is a straight no. The clinking is chains on pulleys.
I thought it was your quill.
Chains, gears, quills. I put chains on my quills. What were you going to say,
I-
Your Lordship?
I had a rules clarification. At this point, the nays have 3 power, and the ayes have 2 power, which means the nays are going to win, and therefore the highest vote of nay now receives the leadership token.
That's true.
Yeah.
May I continue?
Yes.
Please.
Can you move those onto your
Oh,
thing? They can't see them.
they can't? Oh,
There you go.
jeez. Okay.
Listen, my advisors have reminded me that I am a close neighbor of the Dukes of Natar, and they are obsessed with the sanctity of holy sites, and they are paying very carefully attention to how I vote here. I am duty-bound in neighborial acquiescence to vote that we only take the golden map.
So much for the leadership token being over here. So now we get a whole round of voting. You change your vote. Torque.
You can only change it upward.
That is
That's
true.
true.
I concur with the sentiments of His Grace. I shall pass.
You do not want to offend the cult. I've done it many times with my more blasphemous inventions, like Purple 12.
Purple.
Purple 12.
That
yes.
was you?
That was me. Yes, I caused the great Purple 12 deadening.
That left 36 injured?
And 17 deadened?
Oh, those are the official statistics. Yes, quite forgiving. Anyhow, will you be swinging things around with more weight, House Novatch?
No.
You should.
I should. But I also, well, you see, the thing is...
When your
Would you
nemesis
accept-
beats you so thoroughly, you just might as well lay
How many?
down, right?
Yeah, I can put another one down for that. Yeah, just one more? That's your deal? All right. I'll
Wow.
do that.
Interesting, there's a lot of quills. We need to get some quill stands in here.
Yeah, look at all those quills that just fell on the ground.
Oh, so...
A cacophony of quills.
Cacophonous quills.
Next
Well,
Joe Abercrombie.
And, I think if your grace would agree to put down one, I can certainly spare two.
Now, we are the leaders
So
over
I
here.
get the fist.
So now the round still will keep going.
I feel like I have really pushed the limits of my good sense here. I feel like I've really contributed exactly the amount that is warranted of me by my loyalty to my neighbors
And not the
in
quills
the
that
Duchy
fell
of
down.
Natar.
Not the quills. No, no, no.
I see.
quills.
I
They're
hope you
frivolous.
understand, your lordship.
Oh, I do. Well, which is
Our
why...
opponents feel very strongly here. But at least they will have to deal with the ramifications.
That's true. Torque, 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 torque.
Has there been any news from the Mark of Dualak? How are they doing?
Mark Dualock, they're good folk.
Are they?
Well, from
That's
a
not the
first,
reputation I've heard. I've
No.
heard they're complainers.
they are. They are the squeaky wheel that needs the grease, if you know what I mean.
I shall contribute another 3.
We are now tied, are we not? No,
We are winning, which means that one of us is...
No, 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 no. This
Oh,
one.
yes. Well, here, you might as well. Unless
your
you want
money
me to for the
You're right.
ramifications.
There.
Actually, I believe the moderator will get to decide which of us has to sign anyway, but...
How much does this buy? You don't get to look at how many
Okay,
I
let me
have.
count. I got 5, 10. We got
I recently invented a
4,
different
6.
kind of quill that
We have
has an
9.
interior reservoir. Maybe
2.
you'd be interested.
2?
You're very
2.
You're very loose gripped with your quills.
I am. I drop them all
I'm the
the
clumsiest
time.
person I know.
Sorry, that's probably really bad on the audio.
I was muffled because you were crunching.
Yeah, 2.
Two.
2. I'll do it. I'll do it for you. What
So
happened?
I thought you could see this. I had
No.
changed my
No,
mind.
I want what you offered.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Excuse me, you
I
mean,
think that counts.
you mean
I
all
can
of
do
the
that.
saint daughters of the mother is the correct expletive.
And I'm keeping.
We need to have a best practices in bribery
Yeah, where it's over the table.
where
So
we're out.
now
Yeah.
And they're
It's
at
back.
11 where it's...
it's back to them. Do you add more, your ladyship, or do you pass?
I pass.
All right. Well, what about you? 'Cause it
I
goes
will
round
tie
and
it up again, but they have the moderatorship.
This is true. Which is why I shall match the contribution of the honorable gentleman.
Guys.
This is a hotly debated issue. Remember, there's a whole temple of forbidden treasure on the line. And we don't need it.
There is so much power on the table.
The next round will be very interesting.
It will do the same thing it did again. Nobody said anything other than they don't want us to do it if we take the temple too. You just taking money out of the bank? Is this
think
just
he's
what we're down
organizing
to?
it.
Cashing in.
Oh, you're splitting your money.
Correct.
Now, as we've all dedicated, my vote is swayed strongly by quills that have hit the ground. And I could be affected by more quills hitting the ground of different colors.
But you really kind of can't.
I cannot vote.
You could be swayed to...
You're already incentivized not to vote.
I
You
mean,
will get your power back.
will I get any more grease?
There's no more grease.
There's
in
no
this
more
can.
grease in the spigot?
This can is
Huh?
spent.
Have you, your ladyship, spent all of my grease?
No. I never go broke.
I'm becoming concerned that you Neanderthals do not use grease the same way we do in Old
Well, I think it depends on the type of grease you're talking about. Are we talking about the coconut grease, the olive
Well,
grease?
anyway, what?
Does
Lithium?
that word mean
Pass.
anything to you?
Pass. Your ladyship.
Lithium can be made into grease?
Yes.
Pass. I thought it was crunchy.
Y'all.
Yeah. Well, splendid.
What a pleasure that was.
That was
Yes,
not a pleasure.
indeed.
I'm sweating.
Congratulations, leader.
I am so excited that my family's lasting legacy will be dictated by this decision.
So many power just all over the board.
Thanks.
May I please have the dilemma?
Oh, yes, of course.
Everybody, listen up.
I'm listening.
Despite the huge protests of the royal treasurer, we sent orders to only take the scrolls and the golden map. Now that it's finally in our possession, if the legends about it are true, much greater riches await us at the end of this journey. Some wonder if others will be as cautious or foolish as we were. I need to sign sticker 96, and I need envelope 44, and our morale increases by 2.
Splendid.
The eyes will always have it.
At least on this council.
Throngs of miserables and wastrels without prospects throw themselves into desperate desert expeditions, chasing the mirage of abandoned riches. Few come back alive.
This is exactly what I said would happen. Get rid of the chaff.
The human suffering that was happening in that desert will
Suffering
turn
be
it from
damned.
ivory to red. Crimson, in fact.
we've
Crimson
done our
number
best.
12.
Yes. Well, suffering be damned. It's good for the long-time prosperity of the kingdom.
Let me open this envelope.
Shall I place your sticker for you, Your Grace?
Thank you so much, Your Lordship. Ah, look at this. The signer of this card gains 1 prestige. Rules side panel?
Rules side panel. The way that the game is organized, we are all going for prestige, which you can see on this board right over here. Boop, boop. Well, I could show you down here too. So this is the prestige track, and there's the crave track. Now, even having played this game a few times, we have no idea what the effects of prestige and crave are, other than they have something to do with the end game, which happens after about 10 sessions, 10 to 12 sessions. Prestige, we earn it as we go, and we just find out from there what it's going to do. But now, Ty has the only prestige in the game.
This is true. Folks, I've just gotten done signing this card, and I'm going to read you what it says on it, and then I'm going to tell you some things. A golden map. Chiseled into a single golden leaf, the map has a grandiose look. As gold easily stands the test of time, its age is unfathomable. Just look at it. Can you see that? What a beautiful golden map. Anyhow. However, old legends speak of a golden map leading to an endless fountain of liquid gold. The numerous old scrolls we obtained together with the map are full of references to a Sun Empire, known only from ancient legends dating back to the ages before King Omad, the first king. Blessed be his name. We wonder whether this is the map of the old legends, and how truthful those legends are. It may all be a metaphor for the power and riches of the lost empire. An expedition has to be launched, but the map is not easily interpreted. Now, you may be wondering, why did I not want to take that whole temple full of gold? I really did want to take the whole temple full of gold. It would have been a very prudent choice for the Empire, but my constituents were very free with the grease, if you know what I mean, and the quills were dropping. I genuinely have no problems with anybody at the table. We all seem actually quite aligned in our goals, and if you will remember from what I showed you before, things are going very well for me. Oh, I think I hear my constituents returning. Ah, welcome back, everyone. How was the recess for you?
Oh, splendid.
The wine was wonderful.
I talked to my sons about your proposition. And
Looking at me?
Yes, he's looking at you.
What did I propose to you?
that
you
your
only
daughters
produce
and my
children.
sons.
Oh, yes, of course. The
And
marriage.
aligning of our houses.
They have incredible dowries. Have you ever heard of a humidifier?
No. Is that something to do with humanity?
Yes.
Excellent. My son Thadcom is exuberant about the propositions, but my son Herculean is not.
Well, then Thadcom can have Rosalind's hand in marriage.
Oh, Thadcom would be happy to do that. Let's talk about it in the next recess.
Excellent. Bully, who has the next piece of news?
Did we find out that...
Ah, yes, the golden map. We have the golden map. It contains strange allusions. That's not the right word. It talks about a sun empire. Before the time of King Omad, blessed be his name. The map is it's not easy to interpret. They're working on it.
Oh, that's all it said?
Yes. There it is.
What was the ramifications to the kingdom?
Oh, our morale went up.
And the money?
Stayed the same.
Well,
And I signed a sticker.
oh yes, a lasting effect. Well, then everything's taken care of.
Oh, it was splendid. We didn't cost the kingdom money.
Excellent. Everything is going according to plan.
Is it? That's wonderful. Why did you wink at me just now?
I have a twitch.
Oh, I am so sorry. I did not mean to call attention to it.
I am sensing themes through your facade, Your Grace. Perhaps this will sponsor great friendship betwixt the two of us in the future.
This is not a duke.
Your Lordship. My apologies, Your Grace. I have a...
Maybe someday House Novatch will ascend to such heights.
My copious amounts of yeast water made me forget myself.
If you were closer to the center of Onkist, I am sure that House Fitzcramm would have a duchy. It's just your remoteness, you see.
That's true.
The point of a mark is that it is on a border.
As a council... Oh, is that really? That's what it's about?
Yes.
It's an outskirts.
Oh, it's specific. So,
See, and I always thought a
designation.
mark was higher than a duke because you're being trusted with the border.
But,
that's what I was always told.
Dukes traditionally rule over a larger area.
Dualoc holds with that as well.
Excellent. Good folk, the Dualakians.
They're pesky rabble-rousers. Always whinging.
Anyway,
Never putting in the work.
we must have been summoned here for some cause.
Deviant and
Is it?
but
Are we waiting
you were
on
the
me
Correct,
for
yes.
me to talk to my Alexa? Oh. Well, listen. Seeing the abundance of riches coming from the southern continent, the guild mistress, the guild is the guild of merchants, announced the institution of the coin, a new great central bank modeled on the renowned Coppian Bank of Cards. They're asking for a contribution to the initial funds. In return, they'll allow the council to be part of the board of directors of the new credit institution. Do we fund the bank?
No, we do not have the funding.
Investment. Oh, right.
What
So,
are the ramifications?
yes, of course. If we vote aye, there will be a lasting positive ramification on the kingdom, and it will cost us a small amount of wealth. And I will be transparent and say I have no idea how much wealth, but I would assume it to be a minuscule amount. Funding a new bank is always cheap. And nay is a negative ramification on the kingdom, and it will cost us our influence.
Well, we have plenty of that. And not plenty of fun.
This is an easy decision. We should find.
I'm in agreement. This will hurt now, but it will have lasting effects.
I strongly disagree with this measure.
Why would
You
you want a
would.
central bank being in the outskirts in the north? What would a central bank do for you?
It would do nothing for me.
Nothing.
And frankly, you've been the one whinging about the expense this entire time. Look at it.
That is true.
It's
Yes.
scarcely afford it.
And all of your decisions have pushed us into this position. The only way to claw our way out is by funding a bank. When have banks ever been a bad thing?
I strongly desire to know
Makes a
what
good
the
point,
peasantry think of centralized banking.
This is a good point. I will listen to them now.
The peasants say no, and they asked about my sons. So I've got
I think they're misleading us.
Thad Combe.
Ah, I was spelling his name differently in my mind.
Yes.
It was not spelled with a U.
Thank you.
I will have all of you know.
I would like your lordship to know that I, in fact, spelled it correctly.
I'm amazed that you wrote
And
down
what was my
newest
second
son-in-law's-
son's name?
Herculean.
Herculean.
Why did Herculean not want to marry Rosalind?
Herculean is a little pissant. And he doesn't like anything his daddy says. So, anytime I say, hey, Herculean, this might benefit you in some way, be it monetarily, fiscally, financially, and he constantly tells me that he doesn't care.
What does he do when you give him advice in other areas of his life?
What?
Anyhow, I think Rosalind will be very happy with that.
What other areas of life?
No, don't worry about it. So the people want no bank.
The people want no bank.
That makes sense. The people are wise, as usual.
Listen, I'll vote the way I'm going to vote. Y'all have to vote no if you want to vote no.
Well, the emphasis is on me as the leader to begin the voting.
Yes. And he does have quite a bit of power. Based on what he returned from last time.
And this might be quite the surprise. But you see, I've decided to venture beyond food colorings. And now I am going to begin developing optical devices to help people read. So now I have to go back and begin working on upgrades to lenses. Goodbye.
Splendid. Well, I hear rabble, rabble, rumble in the north, so,
Very wise, very wise.
You spied him. I'll vote aye. You should get in on that power, is what I'm saying.
I hear you. Thank you, good sir. You're a gentleman.
Now, as the leader and the only valuable member of the council that voted, I get to read the ramifications of the story card.
splendid. I'll take 4, please.
3, is it 4 each?
Correct.
Of course, you
We
already
put
have
in
it.
a lot.
This is excellent.
Now, I know that this is gonna hurt the kingdom a little, but let's not worry about it. Let's hear what Alexa has to say about the ramifications of the bank. Funding a huge institution such as the coin puts a strain on the royal treasury. Yes, that is in direct opposition to what I said, but as the only member of the council that voted, I don't think it matters. Yet, thanks to its participation on the board of directors of the bank, and with the help of Rala, the saint daughter of money and business, the crown will reap huge profits in the long term.
Praise be to Rala.
As I told you. So, our economy, our wealth, is going to go down from this decision 4, and
Total?
2 more
Yeah.
for the negative momentum, which is 6. I get to sign lasting ramification number 98. And I get to open envelope 24, which is somewhere. There it is. All right, and then this can go over there with the I side.
Well, we will someday vote something down, constituents.
Someday.
I'm sorry.
It is not the case that no's are anti-fun and anti-storyline. There's a lot of good no's. We've just been voting aye every time, folks.
Well,
That's right. Gotta have bank to make bank.
I do believe we've made excellent choices.
What username is the green over there?
Cry and sing.
Oh, that's our sub.
Mm-hmm.
Statute.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the sub that goes with a...
If
Sandwich.
you would put that there for me, and I will open the envelope. Wow. A weird combination of
You are
accents.
wearing a beret.
It's almost like Cajun. Like
well, that's
French and
Southern.
Southern, yeah.
That's the beret.
I'll never get there. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff on this one.
Oh boy.
So, if you would shuffle that dilemma deck for me, I will start.
got it,
So,
dude.
we've got special cards. The coin, event card. This is a special envelope. Do not shuffle these cards into the deck. Read the story below, then turn the card over and read the special rules for this envelope. The coin is always looking for the funds to fuel its many enterprises scattered around the realm and beyond. People willing to invest may reap huge profits in the future. So we have this, the coin investment, and it's going to go, it actually goes right in front of
Neither
you,
of them
Arleigh.
noticed. What?
It goes right in front of you, right there in that special spot.
They'll see it on stream.
Place this card and the next card in the event area of the realm board with the front side up. Then shuffle the third and fourth cards, oh, this one too,
Into the
Dilemma there.
into the dilemma deck. As long as this event is in play, whenever you pass during a voting phase, you may invest coins from your pool on this event. What this means is, for power, we can invest into the bank on one of them slots, hoping that one of the dilemma cards we draw will give us a return on our investment. But if the game ends, the session ends, the king abdicates and or dies, all of the funds are lost on that investment card. And this will stay there the entire time.
Thanks, Mark Wahlberg.
yeah.
God,
What does this do? What? This goes here?
it just goes right there.
That's
Right
the
there.
explanation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll play Mark Wahlberg next time.
Ready.
I was worried that you wouldn't. Alexa?
Oh.
Bring us the news.
Right this way, right
Hopefully
this way.
something involving gold.
Gold.
The librarian chancellor reports that an artist named Floriando, inspired by the ongoing immaterial transformation of wealth, has developed a new painting style that abandons realism for abstract forms and colors.
Yeah.
Many artists join his movement, fascinated by his revolutionary take on art, but the common people are unsettled by these degenerate works. Do we ban this new art style?
We should ban all art.
If we say aye, our knowledge will decrease, but there will be lasting benefits for the kingdom.
Benefits?
Benefits?
Yeah, it's benefit.
And if nay,
Good benefit, yeah. Yeah, you got it.
and if nay, morale will decrease, but there will be a good benefit for the kingdom.
Well, I never like it when morale decreases. We should never ban art.
Do you say morale decreases or increases? Oh,
We should never ban art.
Just a
So,
moment ago, didn't you say ban it?
Oh, it was a joke.
Ah,
so to be clear, an aye decreases our general knowledge for the kingdom, and a nay
and
decreases morale.
I never
and,
want
it,
to decrease knowledge.
and the I vote is to ban the art, yes?
Yes.
Ah, well, splendid. Easy.
peasy.
Right.
Oh, it's me. I'm the one that started. What do you think? Nay. Wow, it's blinking back there.
Yes, it is.
Did it just start?
Yeah. It was very solid for a while, and then it just went crazy.
Hey, back to being
5
solid.
minutes ago.
It got excited.
It got very artistic about the art.
It did. It said colors, and it just started. Alexa's pushing
And
buttons.
you banned it.
I did. Okay, they say nay. Don't. Listen. Now, I think the constituents may be right in this event. What do my fellow council members believe?
Do not ban art.
I agree.
We need the
Do
people
not ban
happy
art.
and complicit.
The people would be happier if we banned the art.
That is true.
The people don't like it. The arts people like it. The artists like it.
Ban the art. I've said that from the very beginning.
So you're going to say aye?
Yes.
I'll say nay because I don't think we should ban art.
Understood.
I say aye. Ban it.
Ban it. Don't ban it.
Well, once
What
again,
say you?
this side of the table is in agreement.
I'll just...
You might as well pass and get your power back.
No. I'm going to vote nay. You want to ban it, right?
Correct.
Of course,
Good, nay.
yes.
I will, excuse me, join the good Marquis.
Is
Say no, we're not
Rosalind-
banning it.
Is Rosalind enjoying Wylio?
Oh, yeah. She's learned how to ride horses and how to count in multiples of 3, 5, and 25.
I'm very surprised that her tutors did not teach her to do either of those things before she got there, but thank you for furthering her education.
You know, I just know she can do those things. I don't know if she learned that there.
Well,
Which,
Might be pulling a wily on you.
Oh, you do not want to
Yeah,
ban the
right.
art.
Oh,
right. No is don't ban.
yeah.
Yes is ban.
Keep the art.
Right?
Keep the art.
Yeah.
That seems very Cronish of you. You love your wine and your passion and your raving.
Expression, passion.
Blood.
note the very yellow hat.
Why are you voting to get rid of color?
Actually, I'm not. I have to get out of here. I'm sorry. I need to go. My lenses are taking
Calling your
off,
name.
and I need to go keep working on them.
Flipping coward. Well,
Oh, so it's even now.
oh, no, wait a minute. There we are.
So math.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's 5 power down against our 4 combined power. And it's my turn to vote.
That's for each of you to stop voting.
I'm good.
I'll take both of them to stop.
This is quite blatant. I am not comfortable with the amount of quills being tossed across this table.
I'm sorry. What quill?
Take it up with Alexa. Anyway.
Someone beat Alexa again.
We hung her last time.
No, remember we reduced her sentence. Well,
Oh.
the Marquis of Torque did that.
Oh, all right.
Well, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Earlier today, Zaquarie was smacking his foot with a wooden spoon that he was repairing. Jesus Christ.
8?
You mean all of the sweet sainted daughters of the mother?
Yeah.
We need another swear on the swear.
On the tally, I just swore.
Anachronistically,
Yeah.
out of world swears.
Jesus Christo. Okay.
Oh, is that for... Oh, I see. I thought we were getting her for...
No.
No.
Well, I'm jumping the gun. I'm already taking my power back. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
me
giving
too. Because
up.
we...
Yeah, I give up.
And now you were the...
Yep.
You're the
get-
leader.
You get that power there, Your Grace.
Ah, yes. Thank you very much.
Would you kindly put all of this in the
I will attempt
Cool.
to, if there is space.
I worked very hard for that power.
Well, easy come, easy
There you
go.
are.
I saved it for this moment. Well,
Does anyone care to guess how much money I have?
a lot.
So
can do
many
that
quills. That's 18.
Fantasy
Close.
abandoned by reason produces no art, just impossible monsters. Artists caught by the City Watch experimenting with outlandish new ideas have their hands cut off and nailed to their doors.
As they should.
Knowledge has decreased by 3.
Keep your art well within the realm of sanity.
And then that reduces that by 3.
And
Close.
I sign sticker 167.
If the kingdom were to fall apart right now, I'd be very unhappy. I'm so
You and me
close
both.
to a house goal.
Oh, really?
We also have to determine if the king has died.
Right now?
And he has.
No!
So our final step here, once House Torque
Somebody
finishes
bribe me.
putting the sticker
Why?
down, don't do it. Don't do it. You can't.
That's not.
It's gonna come up later.
Can't give it.
Understood.
Hang on, set that back down. You haven't accepted it yet.
That's against.
You're gonna vote my way when I ask your future descendants.
That's against the
What?
rules.
What
I'm
kind
bribing.
You already have one coming to you. You want two
That was
coming.
I have
End
one
of
coming
the-
from him, not from
And
you.
one from me.
That was
I do?
the end
Yes.
of the game.
There was not. You have not said that. There was
I-
an IOU from
Fine, then
Zaquarie.
it's
That's
only
it.
one.
Do it.
I strongly disagree with that sentiment. I think it's against the rules.
I think it
What
is.
say
where'd
you,
the card
board boss?
What does the peasantry say?
Yes.
Board
All right.
boss. Baby board boss.
A hands-off approach,
So
they
wait.
say, is what they said about the art.
Ah, oh.
Resolve the
Oh,
disputes.
Okay. Checked. I need both of you watching.
All two of you.
All 2 of you right now. Arleigh is attempting to bribe Ty as the king has died
I'm passing him coins at the funeral.
for
Exactly.
the 1 extra coin that Ty has lamented he did not have to gain a benefit at the end of scoring. Should we, A, allow this, or B, take the hands-off approach?
B is the hands off.
I guess so. B is don't allow it. And now we all turn and watch the chat diligently. Murder. B, don't allow it.
Oh, lame.
Good job, chat. Way to make the right choice.
That's brutal. That hurts so bad.
Heck yes.
So you both owe me an IOU? I thought just Zaquarie did.
Not anymore. I don't.
I do.
Okay.
Zachary's. We'll have to write it down on the board.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we are to the end of the game. The king has perished.
Can I score it? Just
You
'cause
want to
I'm-
be the scorer?
Well, just because I'm used to it at this point.
Okay, you can. There you go.
He's pretty
I'm still going to work it through, and we're going to go through the
Oh, for
order
sure.
the way
I
it's
love
here.
that.
So,
I can't. I need more of these.
okay. So, first things first.
One.
Oh, the dice are good.
One that's the color of gold.
You need a gold one?
If white is power and gold is gold, I need another gold. My gold is higher than 10.
My gold is also tired than 10.
Okay, so everybody gets an extra gold die.
Because we're all so rich.
So our first step is everybody's going to count their power and their gold and set the dies that represent those next or on their player mats. So once we've done that, we'll move on.
I actually need another white one.
You need another white one too?
On the screen? Can't see. No, they're not.
You put it on your board, it'll do it.
Let's see.
We all need more dice than we have.
No, I got everything I need. I don't have
Okay.
a lot of power.
So that's our first step is power and gold.
Power and the money. Money and power.
And now
Minute after
we're going to
minute,
look at
hour
our
after
closed agendas. So the first thing we're going to do, we can all set our things down. So we've all got our cards and you guys saw what was going to happen with them. So I'll go first. And my resources, I was scoring resources if they were in the top and the bottom half of the track. And when I have 2 resources at the top or the bottom, I get 11 victory points. And my money ranking, I have 20.
Holy smokes!
I am so mad that I didn't get to 18 where I need to.
So as first in money ranking and as the greedy, I get 8 victory points.
Very nice.
And then Arleigh will score her closed agenda goals.
So for my resources, I was the moderate. I wanted the trackers to be between these two lines. I only have 3 of those, so that means I get 10 points for my resources. Ranking wise, for money, oh my god, I didn't even look at what you guys have.
I was 20.
You're at 20. Ty, you're at like 17?
20. 10.
That says 12.
This is 2 and
He's at
0.
17. Yeah.
He's at 17? Okay, then I'm third, so I only get 1 point. Oh well.
This is 17. Yours says 12.
This is 2 and 0.
No, come on.
That's a 12.
You need 2 zeros to represent 20, bro. They're
No,
D10s.
there's 2. It's 2 numbers. There's 2 digits.
I would say that's a 12, my friend.
Anyway.
If you guys want that, then it's 2 zeros.
Yeah.
But the audience can see 2 numbers.
Okay, fine.
All right. Anyway,
17.
Ty, what do you have?
I got 10 points for resources because, as you all know, I was the opposite. I wanted things on the top half of the track. And I'm second place for money, right? Yeah. I got 4 points for being second place on money.
You're welcome.
Splendid.
How'd you even get all that money?
I never spent money.
I never spent money. Not once.
People just kept giving me. Arleigh also gave
My
me like.
bribes were. He was giving me decent bribes.
You know, Arleigh was.
Let's see. What do we have for power? Who has the most power?
I have 10. Arleigh has 10.
I have 6.
Oh,
So it's me and Arleigh. We're both at. We're both
He
at.
has 10 also.
Did you? You need to finish your goals.
No. Sorry. I, as the extremist, got points for the greatest difference between. so I get
nice.
15.
Nice.
Wow.
It's a good one.
But I have no money and no power, so.
No money.
So our
well,
next.
basically no money.
So he was at the last place of
That's
that.
a literal 0.
Our next thing is power ranking, and the most power, which is Arleigh and I, both get 2 points.
Or is it that you both take second and I get nothing?
No, it's we both get first and you get nothing.
Oh, crap.
Because we tied.
Wow.
And then open agenda, which we don't have any of.
You'll find out about that in a future stream.
Yep. So now, once Zaquarie tallies up the points, we'll find out who is the winner of this session and which house will be crowned as the next king.
All right. Well, should we wait for Arleigh to get?
Yes,
back
we
to
should.
the
So before we do that, we'll go through and we'll score any house achievements if there are any. I have a couple. My first one is have 18 or more gold at the end of the game.
Yeah, cool. Good to know we'll always be competing for that one.
My second one is have the most power at the end of the game. My third one, which was have wealth be the highest resource in the game, was not achieved.
No.
So what were yours, Arleigh?
Do I have to tell all of them?
You don't have to.
I don't think you should.
You can just hit the ones that you got if you got it.
The only one I got is the
That's balance.
the balance token was in the bottom half of the stability track at the end of the game.
Crazy house goal.
I know.
You're not a nice house.
I'm not a nice house. I'm kind of a
Do
stinky
you guys have
house.
any achievements?
I accomplished nothing.
Okay.
I was well on my way to having one, and then I spent all
Did
my
you
power
mark
in
which,
the end.
No, I didn't. I think I was the moderate.
Which one you put in?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. And we
Also,
also
we get-
there are benefits for playing certain
Closed.
closed agendas. For instance, mine gets me more stuff if I'm greedy, so that's what I'm doing. And every time you play a closed agenda, you mark it on your board, and eventually we'll earn something for doing multiple of the same closed agenda.
Well, shall I read the scores?
Yes, let's start at the bottom.
Yes.
So do last first.
All right. Actually, first, what I'm going to do
Ah,
is I'm going to give points. Actually, no, I'm not because the stream isn't over.
that's right. That's the end.
So in last place with 13 points is House Bellicose.
So for last place, House Bellicose receives 2 crave.
You craven bellicose monster.
Again, 0 idea of what this does.
In third place with 14 points is House Mandrake.
What?
So House Mandrake receives 2 prestige and 1 crave.
No,
Seems like the best one.
In second place with 15 points, earning it entirely from his closed agenda, is House Fitzcramm.
Yeah, that extremist worked really well for you on this.
Yeah, that was a good score.
I tried.
Yeah.
What do I get?
You get 4 prestige.
Oh, good. And in first place with 21 points, House Novatch, which is amazing considering Liberty has never won.
Every
In
practice game,
previous
I have lost the most.
That's because you were learning the most. It's like skiing. You're not
Oh.
learning if you're not falling down.
Yep.
I get 5 prestige.
Excellent.
And I get to name the next king.
True. And thus concludes the reign of King Harold, 5th of his name.
The king is dead.
Long live the king!
And the king is Herculean
Oh my.
of House.
No. Did that happen? Did you stage
pretty
a coup? Did you vote?
No, I get to put it. We get to put in our. It comes from our house. Whoever.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I just thought it was some
Yeah.
schmuck that we.
I mean, it
picked
can
up
be
for
some
free.
schmuck,
Like
or
the king's bastard?
yeah. Or you could put your own stupid named son in that you
So
got.
you put
that you-
Herculean, the one that was always contrarian with you?
Yeah.
I
You
have
expected him more for it.
The kingship is not a good.
If you won't listen
Oh,
to
I
me on
see.
financial matters, I'm going to make you the king of Onkist. No,
You little shit.
come on.
I am very excited because it means next time we get to deal with the counselorship of Thadcom.
Yes, that's
You take the
cold.
crown.
Is that my? I have the other crown. Well,
You can't wear yours, it doesn't fit.
no, that's why it's better. Hang on.
Oh, no.
I need to change hats.
Oh,
You
the
can
board
just slap
boss
him
is
on top.
flickering again.
Oh yeah, that's okay. It's almost over.
Long live the king!
Long live the king.
Thank you, thank you.
So, Herculean.
Y'all,
What's your name?
Herculean.
Herculean. What was wrong with Rosalind? Why didn't you want to date her? I mean, marry her. In an
Like
arranged
dating.
marriage. Why don't you listen to your father?
I don't like girls.
That's okay. Now that you're the king, you can have whatever you want.
Yeah,
Cool. You're going to be a great king
thanks.
for our purposes.
Yes,
You're the exact type of person I want on the throne.
yes. My father placed me here.
Excellent. He's a
You know,
very
House
wise
Cran
man.
has many virile sons. I'm just putting that out there. We do the horse riding, we do the beheading. I'm just putting it out there. They're
Does
pretty-
virility matter in a male on male relationship?
I figured it was kind of like
Masculine.
deer fighting. You know, they're just constantly locking horns and being like, I don't know.
I am interested.
Excellent.
Anyway, and now to end the stream, I don't know if I can keep this thing on my head for very long. To end the stream, Zaquarie will give us the tally of the most curses in this stream.
This is very good. So to first off, congratulations, Liberty. You and myself both sweared no times.
That you caught.
I did say pissant. I got really close.
Pissant doesn't count. It's in character. But leading into the stream with a very strong F-bomb was Mr. T.Y. Bowen.
Everybody gets one!
Yep.
2 second rule!
He had one swear, and Arleigh had 2 with 2 JCs.
I hardly feel like that even counts.
Well, they're not in the. You gotta do mother stuff.
Anachronistic.
Okay. Just because it's an actor.
Say,
And
Mother
also,
Goose.
I
I'll say
think we
that.
should
That's pretty funny.
engage
love
the
saying
chat
that.
a little bit and ask them to vote on who was best at rule number 3, commit to the bit. I have my vote.
wait, we're voting on who did the best bit committal?
Yeah, who committed to the bit best.
Okay.
It's driving engagement. You're welcome.
Okay. Yeah.
How many people we have voting? Is it
We have
just
2.
Victoria? Oh. Who's the
We
other
have
person?
2.
Cooey?
The other person is,
Cassie?
no, her name's Cascay.
Oh, Cascade. I've heard of Cascade.
Oh yeah, right. Good old Cascade.
Okay, wow, what a strong vote from Cascay at 2 people.
Oh.
So it's Zach or Ty.
Oh, well.
See,
So-
and I thought it was Liberty.
I thought it was
Crying Sane gets to break the tie by choosing Ty or Zaquarie.
Yep. For my vote, I would have voted for you because I bribed you so many times.
Oh my gosh!
It's really fun.
Aw, damn! Hi, Jerry. Aw, poop. Yeah, it just finished. I won. That's why I have a crown on.
Who's Jerry?
Oh, he just.
Jerry
logged
the
on.
bullfrog. He's a bullfrog.
Nice.
That's pretty fun.
Hi, Jerry the bullfrog.
Hello.
Aw, dang.
Ribbit, in the songs of your people.
Yeah. Ty wins.
Yep.
And
What
I
do
got
I
a crown
get?
emoji. What do you get?
For the rule number 3, do I get like a big 3 to put on my chest next
You
time?
get to
I
buy
think
the
so.
pizza next time.
Thanks for what? Yeah, you get to
That's
buy
why
the
that's
pizza.
what the next
Bring
rule
the
is.
bell one.
My favorite is the Philly cheesesteak pizza.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know.
I personally like Hawaiian with bacon.
Oh.
Because
Or
I
the so
think
cheesy
Arleigh will probably do a better line reading of the last chat from Cascade, I would like you to switch me spots, and read Cascade's vote reasoning.
Oh, wow. This is unorthodox.
I will never vote for that accent. Liberty can suck it.
That was really good.
That was.
I
don't know
knew
who
it
this
would be
Cascade
good.
person is, but that
Vicious.
sounded a lot like what I
Vicious.
imagined
This is
that
just-
they sound like.
I'm almost willing to re-award the Commit to the Bit award.
It just goes right to. So quickly, it goes away from Ty.
No, he gets it. Congratulations. Ty.
I'm really good at pretending that I have reasons to vote for things I do.
That was really solid.
I don't know, that was a really fun game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. That was one whole round of King's Dilemma. We've played another another copy of this game. It was Zachary's copy to start, and we've played probably four rounds. We've made
I thought it was like 6.
6
or 7.
We've played quite a few.
Yeah.
This is already different.
Yeah.
And there is more things like the bank which just completely change the way the game is played and the benefits of doing certain things. So we're really excited to keep going, and we'll be doing this. We haven't decided about next week because next week might have to be a week off, but we'll let everybody know. I'll send it out on the stream when there will be another episode of this, but this is going to be a running kind of flagpole stream where we stream the 4 of us as our houses. The coolest thing about this game, I don't know if that's true.
Niftiest.
Most niftiest is that we will continue to play these houses, but we'll play them as a council for a new king, which means all of us will be different characters. So you don't have to put up with that accent more than once, or if I fall back into it. And we'll just go through there. Please keep following and liking, and thanks for being here. It was really fun. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
House Mandrake says, "Good night to you all."
Well, you know what? Tranquility and death.
Hit the sack hard.
Nice.
Now that was really good. That should be a house movie.
That has a lot to do with the grease thing, I think.